Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. Now, before we proceed further, the first thing that I am going to request you is to subscribe us, like our works, comment on us, share our works. Okay. Now, in this tutorial, we are actually about to build up the menu bar into our theme. And so far, this is the progress. We can see that we have linked our project, we have linked our theme with Bootstrap 4.4.1, and on the other hand we have linked the same theme with a custom style sheet.css that we have created in an order to override all those default properties those we want to customize according to our own theme. We can see that we have practically imposed a background yellow color into our project. This is what we can see right over here, as we have imposed this background color to our body element. Now on the other hand, this is the functions.php where we have practically registered all those connections first and then we have enqueued them into our project. This is the ID that we have used while registering same style sheet into our project. So all those things have been accomplished right over here. This is the custom style sheet and here we go right now. So before moving on further, the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to delete this thing off and we are putting some, so we are writing here CSS documentation at the rate of WordPress theme. Now all we are about to do, we are just keeping it as it is, getting back to our project, reloading, and we can see that this will be the result. The yellow background color is right now gone and everything is as it is, and we haven't used any kind of containing classes. So in the first case we will be getting back to our header.php here. We are using first the div class container class. This is the first thing. So we may make usage of this container class, and in the next case we will be needing a row and the column element. Now let's make some orientation into it. There it goes, and let's make some indentation to this code right over here. Now we have created this bootstrap class here, this container, this row call lg12. First of all, let's get back to our project and reload, and we can see that this will be the result. In the next case, let's put something inside like head wrapper. So we are using this customized class of head wrapper along with this call lg12 class, and on the other hand we might use this container fluid class instead of this individual container. So if we now reload, we can see that we have practically made usage of that individual class of container fluid, and that is why the width has become 100%. If we now press F12 and if we now click on this individual thing here like this one, this is the div class call lg12, and we can see that this is the container fluid. So these are the properties related to it, like this width 100%, this is the padding right property, padding left property. So everything is right over here. We haven't made anything so far, we haven't made any kind of customization so far into our project. All we are using some default bootstrap class. Now in the next case, all we need to do, we will now customize our head wrapper class right over here. This is the head wrapper, and this thing we can see that so far there's no property been defined to head wrapper, and that is why nothing has been shown right over here. But if we get back to our project here And first of all, let's copy this thing. Let's get back to custom style sheet, and here first we are mentioning that we are customizing the head section here. So in every aspect, all you need to do, you must segmentile everything into its proper places. Like I am here attempting to customize our header part, and that is why I'll be mentioning that I am about to customize the head section. Then it will be something else, but the first thing first, all you need to do, you need to segmentile all of your code right over here. Now this is the next thing. All we are going to do now, we are putting this class name here, and we are mentioning that the height, it should be auto, and the background, it should be. So we have provided this particular background color here. Now if we get back to our project and reload, we can see that this is the background color, and there goes the property right over here. This is the head wrapper, and these properties are right now being displayed right over here. This is the background. So everything has been imposed. It is working absolutely fine so far. In the next case, all we can do, we can practically customize this WordPress is fun or just another WordPress site, all those things. So if we get back to our project, first of all, head back to header.php. What we see here, this is the h1 tag and this is the p tag. So these are the two things those needed to be taken care of first. So we are getting back to head wrapper, and within this head wrapper, the h1 class, h1 tag, and within this h1 tag, all those active links, those will be practically having what? A color of something like this one, Alice blue. So in the first case, let's check whether it is working or not. So it is working. There it goes. WordPress is fun. We may set the font size, or we may set any other thing. We may set the font family later. So if we now change the font size to something else, like for say 3 REM, Control S, get back to your project, and you can see that the font size is now increased. Now this is the active link inside this tag h1 that we are currently using as our header here. WordPress is fun, and these are the properties. Like this is the color Alice blue, this is the font size 3 REM. Everything is being done right over here. So everything is in order, nothing is displaced. In the next case, we need to make something like this hovering action here. It is generating a text decoration of underline. First of all, copy this class name, paste it right over here. There it goes, and here we are mentioning it as hover. So we are defining the hover condition. For say we are using this color of DCE 775. There it goes. And the text decoration, for say we are putting it as overline, text decoration overline. We may make usage of some kind of transition properties. So if we put here color as 0.3s, or for say 0.5s is. Now this is the syntax that we need to copy multiple times here, and we need to paste it again and again with this hack code, with this browser, with this web browser code right over here. Transition. So everything should be defined as it is. Now if we get back to our project and reload, we can see that on hovering this will be the result, but text decoration is not acting as per accordance.